Welcome orange belts and blue belts. Today's class, or this week's class, is going to be working with a stick. So just remember that we only have one video for the week. So make sure you keep watching it over and over again. So that way we can start practicing on the basic fundamentals that we do. Alright, so this way we can keep our skills up. If you don't keep practicing, you're going to lose your skills. So we want to make sure that you keep practicing and make sure you join in with the other sessions as well, alright? So make sure you cover them. We'll keep going over and over again. Anyway, feet together, back straight, and kids karate bow. So today we're going to work on some stick stuff. So I'll just quickly grab a stick. So if you can, try and grab a stick. Most of you have already got a stick already, but if you haven't, you can get a bit of newspaper and roll it up and utilize a bit of newspaper, alright? So before we do that, we need to do some warm-up. So last week, we covered some push-up elbow type of movement. So today we're going to do exactly the same. So dropping down to the elbow is the first drill. Then we're going to do some star jumps, and then we're going to do some sit-ups, some side-to-side sit-ups. So we're going to do with those first before we get cracking into our drills. All right. So ready? Here we go. We're going to do 10 of these. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're going to quickly cover over our sit-up ones right now. So again, you can have your feet on the ground or have your feet up, and I'm going to clap my hands together, and I'm going to rotate my hands to this side and back. So that's classes 1. So from here, across, and back is 1. A lot easier if your feet are on the ground. Okay, so if your feet are on the ground, make sure you lean back a little bit to create that tension into your abdominal muscles. So make sure you lean back a little bit to get that pressure. Okay, so I'm going to lift my legs up and I'm going to try that out for our 10 count. Hold them up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Standing up. Quickly do 15 star jumps. So feet together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Straight down and do the sit-ups, push-ups again. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Quickly on your backs. All right, feet on the ground or feet up the ground. Up to you. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Standing up. Try not to use your hands. Feet together, star jumps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Remember, we always turn around. Fix up your uniforms. Stand in shoulder stance. At ease. All right. We're going to work on some footwork now. So I'm going to do it from a different view. I've set up 3 lines on the mats here, all right? So we're going to cover the footwork into a bear stance, how you position your footwork through the stance. So I'm going to show you that right now. All right, going to go through our stances. We're working on bear stance at the moment. So let's see, from here, I'm going to go from preparation stance into shoulder stance. So once I've got my shoulder stance here, I'm going to straighten up my right foot and I'm going to bring my foot through, and then as you can see, I'm going to go across on my line and drop my heel down. I'm going to pull my pants up a little bit so you can see, and I adjust my right foot so now it's pointing straight ahead. Sometimes I see that people forget to move the back foot, so make sure you're in so the back heel is straight ahead and the front foot 45. So I turn my foot up, step up, heel toe, cross, turn my heel out into my bear stance, and then I just turn my heel out on the front one again. All right, so that's giving us our movement forward with my bear stance. If I go backwards, bring my feet together, back, across, heel toe. As you can see on the line, I drop my heel down on the back foot and I turn the front foot as I'm moving forward and moving backwards and back into a shoulder stance. All right, we have our stick. So from here, work your right hand, chest, bow. So we're going to work on some strikes with the stick today. So first thing we're going to do is just warming up, working on our rotations. We're going to cover basically most of the little strikes that we need. Not so much some blocks, but just at this stage, just strikes. Once we've done that, I'll go back the other way. So we're just circling the wrist, warming up the wrist, and getting used to twirling your stick. All right. We're going to work on our block and check as well, just very basic footwork and handwork. Now change sides, use the other hand, backwards. Remember, it could be on the end or up about a hand's distance on the end, rotating. And back. Only concentrating on the hand movements at this stage. Very good. All right. So I want you to get your fighting posture. If you're right-handed, stick it up on the shoulder. Put your right foot forward like normal. Other hand in the center of your chest. All right. So first one we're going to work on is just going across. So movement across, back and forwards. All right. So we're slashing motion at this stage. I'm using those knuckles here in the front. All right. Here, as I'll bring it up closer. These ones here is the line of my stick. So when I want to try and line things up, I'm moving across. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now come up, shoulder, down, and back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back on the other shoulder, down, and then turn, and back up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. And then back on your shoulder. Always remember to bring it back onto your shoulder here. So again, use my hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crossing down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the other side, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, just bring it back here. If you can, I want you to work on your left hand side as well. Work through those. Not going to do them on the video. I want you to work on that. That's your homework for this week, all right? So make sure that you cover using your other foot forward and grabbing the stick as well, all right? Working on that. So we're going to work on, the next part here is we're going to work on some thrusts. So first one, I'm going to drag it back and thrust low. Then I'm going to go midsection and always pointing the point in towards the center point, all right? So imagine ourselves to the center. Then I want to make sure we come into the center. So center, center, and high, all right? So low, mid, and high. Low, mid, and high. Low, mid, and high. Low, mid, and high. Again, make sure that you're doing it off both hands. Not just work off one. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right, very good. So there are thrusting actions, all right? Now we're going to work on some basic strikes. So we've been working these before in class. So the first one's going to be temple. So I bring my hands forward. So here, I'm punching forward like a back fist type of scenario as I'm striking the full length of the stick. So I'm aiming towards my temple and then back. Temple and back. So let's go to this. Ready for 5 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next one, we're going to work on the elbow. So coming down to the elbow. All right, height of the elbow and back. All right, striking out exactly the same as we're striking out. It's 5 count. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next one, down at the ankles. So my stick is pointing towards the ankle, but you might not necessarily see it in the screen. So I'm pointing towards the same height as, all right, my knee from here, all right? So again, knee or down towards the ankle, but just work on the knee at this stage, all right? So from here, knee, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back. All right, so basically that covers most of our strikes that we have here. Basic strikes at the moment. All right, now I'm going to cover up in our block and check. So as I can see here, that I have on the floor, I don't know if you can see it in the screen or not, but I have a V pattern, okay? So if you don't have if you have 2 sticks, I'll set up the sticks on the ground here. So the first action we're going to work on here is my feet are at the bottom of the V, and I'm just going to work our footwork for a start. So when I move to your right side, I step here and then back, and then on the left side, so I'm facing to center of your opponent, and then back. Right side, left side. Right side, left side. And as I'm following the line of the sticks, they're like, they're square at the moment, but coming off 45-degree angle from myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more, 5. Excellent. All right, now I'm going to add my hands in, and then we're going to add the sticks in. So when I come here to this side, my right hand's usually the one that's holding on the stick. So I'm going to place it to the back foot. So whatever hand has the stick is going to be working towards the back foot. So I'm going to put my palm up, and I'm going to put my other one over the top. All right. So right and left. In my case, I'm doing left and right. Just for you, I'm saying it's right side, left side. So don't get confused if you're going, oh, Kiyoshi, you're using your left hand. I am. So I'm just doing a mirror image so that way you can learn back at home, okay? So your right hand, my left hand, and then cross it over and back. Then when I step to the other side, I'm just doing a 2-handed palm heel like this. Just doing a block and check in this way. Again, so 1, and this side, like this. Let's do 5 of this side first. So that way we cement it into our mind, the technique, all right? So this one's a bit more complicated than the other side. So here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm just going to step up to the right side. I'm just keeping my feet into a sort of a bowing stance or preparation stance just for the sake of the drill. I'm going to take a step to your left side. In my case, it's the right side, so don't get confused. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Make sure you keep your elbows locked and in, not open up too much. Make sure we have those triceps here pushing against, okay? I'm not turning my hands. I'm in a good pushing position. My toes are facing the same direction. Now, I'm going to grab a stick. I'll get rid of one of these. All right. So I've actually got a bit of a V on the floor here to work off. So, if I want to, it's easier to start off so my feet together. I'll just come back a little bit. Okay. So again, we're going to step out to the right. Now I'm going to block across and block my stick just above the back foot. And then the other hand comes over as the check. All right, remember this part here, the stick is blocking the strike of a stick. My other hand is just blocking the elbow so that way they don't come slashing through. All right, yeah, so stick, elbow, or hand, and blocking in here. All right, so making sure that we're blocking the stick and blocking the hand as well. All right, and back. So we're going to do 5 of those. So from in this position, so we step to the side, block and check. Block the stick, block the hand, could be an elbow as well, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, very simple, easy to do. All right, now we're going to do the other side. So when I step out to your left side, in my case the right side, I'm blocking over the top of the back foot, and the hand is blocking the hand or the elbow here in black. So block nice and strong, stick here. This is the area that you want to block with, and if you've got a bit of paper in it, make sure that you've rounded up and you've got a little bit of section here to block with. All right, and back. Let's do 5 of those. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, nice strong position and ready to do the next strikes or blocks. All right, so this is just a block and check sequence, nice and simple, and that's working on the elbow strike at this stage. All right, very good, excellent work from there. So again, practice your left side and right side if possible, and we're going to quickly run through just the first part of our form. All right, so just going to go through that. I'll try and do it in with my left hand, so that way if you're right-handed, you'll be right for to do this part of the sequence of the form. So, all right, I'm only going to do this a few times. I'm going to do on my left side, so this way if you're right-handed, and then I'm going to do it this direction with my right hand. All right, so see how we go with this. All right, most of you have already got a base for this, but if you haven't, you might get it by just watching this over and over again. All right, so I'll do my best. So here we bow. All right, I'm going to bring my stick up onto my shoulder, and then from here I step back into like a fighting stance. I'm going to strike down to my elbow. I step back, so crossing my knees over, and I'm going to do a circle. I'm going to thrust towards the temple. My other arm goes out as well, which you'll see in the second part, and then come back, and then I'm going to circle again, and I'm going to step through, and then do a temple strike, and then back under my shoulder. You would normally do this twice. All right, so I step back, circle, thrust, back, step forward, strike down, circle, and then through the temple, and then finish up. All right, just 2 sets for this stage. All right, so I want you to do 2 of those, but you can continue to practice and over and over again. So we're just moving forward 2 sets of the one that we just done then. All right, so that's all we're doing. So I'll try and do it here. So with my right hand, so bow, and then under the shoulder, ready position. I step back, strike down. I step back, crossing my knees over. I'm going to circle the stick. Now I'm going to do a temple strike, and my hand comes out, and then back again. I'm going to do another circle, and I step through, back into my fighting stance. Then I'm going to finish up with a temple strike, and then back on my shoulder. Again, I'm going to strike down, step back, circle, stretch out, temple shot, back, step forward, circle, temple, and then back on your shoulder. All right, basically that's going to cover our, so remember we're only doing 1 sequence, but 2 sets. So you just got to practice those 2 sets to finish up on our stick stuff today. Hope you enjoy the class, And from here, just feet together and finish up today. Good. Hope you're practicing out there, everybody. Looking forward to seeing everybody soon. Thank you.